towel or a belt just for length, and then obviously your mat. Alright. So just before we get started, I just want to tell you a little bit about yoga. So basically, in a very simple way to explain it, yoga is the connection of breath, body, mind. So it's going inward instead of bringing your awareness outward. And my biggest thing that I tell people is just feel the body. It's taking time just to go inward, connect, feel and listen to what your body is telling you. So we want to do this mindfully. We'll be doing a nice meditation a little bit later and a little guided meditation in our Shavasana today. But during the practice, just trying to move on purpose with purpose, and not flinging the body around, but moving slowly and consciously, mindfully through your practice today. I will be giving a few variations as we go, so just try and listen to your body. It doesn't matter if you don't look the same as me, as long as you are feeling it in the right places, which I will let you know what you should be feeling. And yeah, just trying to be in the moment. So if you do find your mind wandering off to whatever it is, wherever it is that your mind tends to go, just try and focus again on your breath, which we'll be starting with today. So finding a comfortable seat, and this can be crossing the ankles, one foot in front of the other. If you can go into half lotus, that's also an option. You can also sit onto a block if you feel a little bit uncomfortable sitting on the floor. And we're just going to start today by closing your eyes, sitting up nice and tall through the spine, roll your shoulders back and down. A little tuck of the chin in towards the chest to lengthen through the crown of the head, as well as root down into the sit bones. So our eyes are now closed, and we start to just notice how our body is feeling today. Noticing any tightness, any tension, any emotions flying around, any feelings or emotions that might be aware of. And then starting to notice your breath. Starting to now lengthen your breath. So inhaling, count of 4. Belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. And exhale the same way. If you'd like, you can bring your right hand onto the belly, left hand onto the heart. So we're inhaling, belly rises. Ribs expand, chest lifts, and exhale, belly softens, ribs soften, chest softens. Taking a few more breaths, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breath in. And breath out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breath in. Breath out. Coming back to your 3 dimensions. So inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and exhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. And exhale, belly softens, ribs softens, and chest softens. So while you continue to breathe like that, we're going to start to imagine our breath as a white light, Or just imagine your breath going into the areas that you noticed before. So any areas that you feel tightness, any feelings or heaviness in the chest, maybe your mind is racing around. So just take your breath wherever you are feeling disturbance through your body. Allow the breath to gently wash or comb through. And every exhale, just allow yourself to gently let go, surrender. Beautiful work. Keep that breath throughout your practice. I'm just going to take a moment to set an intention. And today our intention will be focused on our awareness of our thoughts and our breath, so we can keep a control of where our mind goes and how our breath is moved into the body and out of the body. Okay, beautiful work. Make sure that you have your strap or your belt. I don't have mine. Alright, so you got your strap or your belt. We're going to come to lie down on our backs. And we're going to bring our right knee into our chest. You're going to roll your shoulders back and down the spine. Draw your chin in towards your chest to find a beautiful length through the back of the body. On your inhale, your belly will rise up towards your thigh. And your exhale allows you to move a little bit deeper. Start to flex into the feet, pushing the heels away from the body and engaging into that left thigh. 2 more breaths here. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your left hand onto your right knee on your inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to move into a supine twist, grounding down into the right shoulder. It doesn't matter how high the knee is. You can hook that right foot behind the knee or just allow the leg to slightly straighten. And then just allow the body to soften to the earth. Remember that you are grounding down into the right shoulder. And you maybe feel this in the shoulder, through your spine. Maybe you feel it into the hip flexor. Your gaze can either be up towards the sky or over the right shoulder. Again, connecting to your breath. Inhaling for 4. And exhale for 4. Breath in. Remember, every exhale takes you a little bit deeper. Gently moving back to center on your inhale. Grabbing your strap or your towel or your belt and bring it around the blade or the ball of the foot. Creating a strong flex, pushing the heel out of both feet. See if you can straighten the leg, bringing the heel on top of the hip. If that's not available to you, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit further away. So from here, we're going to breathe our breath into that right hamstring. Inhaling for 4. See if you can go a little bit deeper on your exhale. Breathing in. And exhale a little bit deeper. Breathing in. And a little bit deeper. So try and keep the elbows straight. The strap or the towel is an extension of the arm. We're trying not to lift into the shoulders, but rather ground the shoulder blades onto your mat. If you find that you could possibly reach the big toe with the peace fingers, you can do that as well. Beautiful. One more full inhale here. Little bit deeper on your exhale. We're then going to remove our strap. We're going to bend into the right knee, bend into the left knee, drawing the right ankle to cross your left thigh. So moving into a figure 4. We're going to interlace the hands around the left thigh. So bringing your right hand through the hole, interlacing the fingers. Again, drawing your chin towards your chest, draw your shoulders away from your ears. And you should now be fitting this into the right glute, maybe the lower back, and into the IT band. If you feel quite comfortable, you can also interlace the fingers around the shin or in front of the knee on the left side. Just closing your eyes and taking a few breaths here, remembering to go deeper with your exhale. Quieting your mind. Just feel the body. Releasing the grip on the hands, you're going to bring the foot down, so left foot down to the mat. You're going to hold on to that right knee and bring it beside the shoulder or the rib cage towards your armpit. If this feels okay for you, you can also bring peace fingers around the inside of your big toe, elbow to the inside of your knee, and we're just going to start to lift the foot up. If you feel okay here, you can also straighten into the left leg. It makes it a little bit more intense, or you can keep a bend. Make sure the knee is moving out to the side. You're trying to work that knee down towards your mat, trying to bring the heel in line with the knee. Again, focus on your breathing. Inhaling for 4. And exhale for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful work. Gently release your right leg down to the mat and then draw your left knee into chest. So when relieving pose, you want to flex into both feet, draw your shoulders away from the ears, chin towards your chest. As you inhale, the belly will rise up into the thigh. And on your exhale, allow the body just to soften. On your next inhale, bring your right hand onto your left knee. And on your exhale, moving into your supine twist, we're grounding down into that left shoulder. You can hook the left foot behind the right knee. Don't worry how high the knee is, you don't need to get it all the way to the mat, as long as you're feeling a nice stretch through that left side of body. Inhaling for 4. And exhale 4. Gently come back to center, inhale. And on your exhale, we are going to bring our strap again around the ball of the foot. So we bring it around the ball of the foot to encourage a nice flex. Make sure that your right foot is now engaged, so flexing. Try and tighten into the quad. Remember that you don't want to bend your elbows and lift your shoulders. You want straight arms wherever that may be for you. Drawing your shoulder blades down onto the mat, little tuck into your chin. If you can, bringing the heel in line with the hip. Otherwise, if it is sort of somewhere around here, that's also fine, as long as you're feeling it through the left hamstring. Remembering your intention, stilling the mind, don't worry about the outside world. Every inhale, your breath moves into the tightness. And every exhale takes you a little bit deeper. Remember, if you don't have a strap or a belt, you can also just do this with interlacing the hands around the back of the thigh or the calf. Perhaps you've loosened enough to bring the peace fingers around the big toe. And again, every exhale taking you a little bit deeper. Removing your strap, we're going to bend into the left knee, bend into the right knee, coming into a figure four, crossing your left ankle to your right thigh. Interlacing your hands either behind the thigh or over the knee. If that's also too much, you can also just bring the foot down onto your mat. But as long as you are feeling it into the left glute, so the left buns. Again, make sure that you're not lifting into the chest, lifting into the shoulders. You want to create that beautiful line of energy down the back of the spine, back of the neck, and out through the crown of the head. Again, your breath is long. Inhale, 4. And exhale, 4, deepen. We're then going to bring our foot down onto our mat, so right foot softens down to the earth. We're going to grab onto the knee and put it down beside the rib cage into a half happy baby. If this feels good for you, peace fingers around the inside of the big toe again, elbow to the inside of the knee. So you want your knee outwards. If this feels good, you can straighten into the right leg. It makes the stretch a little bit more intense. Trying to bring your left heel in line with the knee. We're going to move into our full happy baby now, so joining the right with the left again, so right knee out to the side. Remember, if you're just holding the knees, that's cool. Next step, lifting the feet up, and then maybe grabbing onto the big toes with your peace fingers. Make sure that the bum is not lifting, so you want to ground down into the tailbone, move your pubic bone away from your chest. If you feel comfortable here, maybe a little rock left to right, little massage into the lower spine. And then coming to still again. Start to pull your knees a little bit further down, nice and wide, tailbone is grounding. It's a really active pose. One more full inhale here. Full exhale. We're going to release our toes. We're going to lift up to seat. Alright, so we're going to go into Baddha-Konasana. I'm going to be turning forward and sideways. You'll just keep facing forwards, just so you can see the alignment. So we are now going to bring our feet to touch. You can sit onto a cushion, a block, a book, if you feel really tight. If your knees are also really high, you can also support them a little bit with a block or a book. So your heels are now in line with your knees. If you feel as though you're already rolling back here, you can lift the flesh up behind you. Bring your arms up, inhale. Relax your knees back to the mat. Reach your chest a little bit higher. And on your exhale, gently fold forward. So again, if you're really tight, you can bring your hands to interlace around the blade side of the foot, elbows into the knees or the calves, and then try and pull the chest forward, so a nice straight back. We don't want to see any rounding. You're working the belly down first before the forehead. So aiming not for a round back, but rather pulling the crown of the head forward, chest leads forward as we gently soften. If you are able to drop all the way down, you're working the belly down to the heels, arms out in front of you. It doesn't matter if you have a little bit of movement, it's ideal. Inhale, finding that little wave of length. And exhale, allow yourself to gently soften. Inhale, full length. And exhale, soften. Rolling up through your spine on your next inhale. We're going to draw our knees into the center. And we're going to move into our Navasana bow pose. So our options, either bring your hands behind your knees, just bring the toes to touch. But we're looking for a straight back, so roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up towards the sky. If this feels okay, you can lift your feet in line with your knees. If this feels good, maybe straightening into the arms, but again, make sure you're not rounding back, rather lifting the sternum up to sky. And if you're feeling really strong today, you can also straighten the legs, but again, don't allow your back to round. Lift into the chest a little bit more. So wherever you are, breathing in for 4. And then keeping that strength for 4. Lift your chest a little bit higher. And hold there for your exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, bringing the feet down to the mat. Bring your arms up to the sky. And on your exhale, gently fold forward. So again here, you can use a strap around the balls of the feet so you flex into the feet. It doesn't matter if you're really high, you're looking for a straight back again, so don't worry about trying to get the head down and reaching. Rather lift into the sit bones. You can also sit onto a book or a block to give you a little bit of height. You can also bend into your knees. But you want to imagine the hamstrings coming up and over the sit bones so that you can draw the belly down. See if you can let go of your neck. Roll your shoulders back. Pull your chest a little bit further forward. Inhaling. And remembering every exhale allows you to deepen. Rolling up through your spine, inhale. We're going to bring our right foot to the inside of the left thigh. So trying to keep that left foot in line with the hip. Relax the knee down to the mat. Bring your arms up, inhale. And on your exhale, gently fold forward. Again, it doesn't matter if you're really high, try and work your belly down first. So imagine lifting your sit bones up behind you. Rolling up, inhale. Straight to the other side on your exhale. Arms up, in. And on your exhale, gently fold. Remember to pull the shoulders back away from the ears, relax into your neck. Drawing the belly down first. You can have a slight bend into that right knee. Beautiful, rolling up through your spine, inhale. We're going to cross over our ankles, moving into our first down dog. So you can start with bent knees, but bringing your feet hip width apart. If the heels are lifting, that's absolutely fine, but you want to have a straight back. You can start by paddling out the heels if the hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight. Making sure that the fingers are wide open, push down with thumb side of hand. So you want to create again space between your shoulders and ears. So if you have a look at my shoulders quickly, you don't want to be stretching them and pushing them into the ears, but rather allow there to be space by turning the eye of the elbow forward. Try and relax into your neck. Remember, as we start to flow, you can come out of a pose whenever you need to. Just keep finding your breath. So from here, we're going to come up onto our toes. Keep your chest moving towards your shins. And then come forward, tucking into your tailbone. Draw one vertebra forward at a time into our plank. So for your plank, you want to make sure that your elbows, your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Push up between the shoulder blades, tuck into your tailbone. You can drop your knees if you're feeling a little bit tired today. Beautiful. Breathing in. And on your exhale, everyone will drop your knees down. Lift your bums high. Drop your chest between your hands, chest and chin to mat. Roll through into your cobra. Lift your palms. Inhale. And on your exhale, push it back into your down dog. So as we move through our practice, you can either stay with that option. I'm going to do it a little bit faster. So we inhale, coming forward to plank, lift onto your toes, tuck and roll one vertebra forward at a time. On your exhale, drop your knees, chest, chin to the mat. Come through into your cobra. On your inhale, lift your palms. Pushing back into your down dog. Next option, coming forward into plank, beautiful roll. Half chaturanga, drop your knees, keep your back straight, halfway to the mat. So it's like a half push-up. Tuck your toes under, lifting into your up dog, lift your knees. And then again, exhale, pushing back down dog. Especially for the guys, I'm sure you'll be able to do full chaturanga. So coming forward, little tuck into your plank on your inhale. On your exhale, elbows in towards the body, straight spine. Don't drop the shoulders below the elbows. And then come through into your up dog. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Beautiful work. Lifting into your right leg, in. Open hip, bend knee on your out. So we want to ground down into our left heel. Squeeze into the left bumps to open the right hip. Straighten through on your inhale. And on your exhale, draw your knee to your nose. 3 legs in. And on your exhale, bring it forward to your right elbow. 3 legs in. And on your exhale, bring it forward into warrior 2. So for warrior 2, you want to start with a little ballerina. Front foot cutting through the middle of the back foot. I'm going to do it this way. You want the back foot in line with the back of the mat. Front knee on top of the ankle, moving outwards. So if you imagine rotating your thighs to the back side of the mat, reaching into the arms. You can take your gaze forward over that front hand. Keep breathing in. See if you can go a little bit deeper on your out. As long as this front knee is not over the heel, you're absolutely fine. Breath in. And on your exhale, we're going to move into our extended side. So you can either bring the elbow onto the knee, top hand up to sky, or over the ear. Pushing pubic bone forward, drawing your chest back. Make sure you're not collapsing into that bottom shoulder. Come back into your warrior two. Inhale. Straighten your front leg. On your exhale, push your hips to the back of the room. Reach far forward. And on your exhale, bring your hand down to a shin, your block, or a little chair. But we want to push the pubic bone forward, lean back. So a nice stretch into side body. Coming back into your warrior two. Inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Flowing forward into plank, in. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, drop your knees if you need on your exhale. Coming through cobra, up dog, in. Down dog on your out. Lifting into your left leg, inhale. Exhale, open hip, bend knee, heel to bums. Grounding down into the right heel, lifting into that top knee. Squeeze the top heel up towards the bum, so a nice stretch into the quad. Inhale, straightening through the hip. Exhale, knee to nose, touch. 3 legs, in. Moving mindfully, touch the elbow, left side. 3 legs, inhale. And on your exhale, stepping it forward into warrior two. Reaching into your arms. So I'm going to turn around again. So looking at your feet, front foot cutting through the middle of the back foot. Front knee in line with the heel. Squeeze into the glutes, reaching into the arms. Take your gaze forward. Inhaling. A little bit deeper on your exhale. Don't forget about this back hand. And then make sure you're not squeezing the shoulders up to the ears, rather roll them down, lifting into your chest. Breath in. And on your exhale, extended side. Top hand either up or over the ear. You can have this hand reaching down if you like. Pubic bone forward, chest back. So reach, lean back with it, squeeze into the bums. Beautiful stretch through the hip flexor. Coming back into your warrior two, inhale. Straighten front leg, push ups to back of room, reach far forward. Hand down to your shin, Trikonasana. So make sure this front leg is engaged and you're not pushing onto the kneecap. You want to squeeze into the bums, open into that top hip. Try not to collapse into it. Keep breathing in for 4. I like to let go of my neck, exhale for 4. Coming back into warrior two, inhale. Windmill your hands down, exhale. Down dog. Roll forward into your plank, in. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, exhale. Elbows in. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Beautiful. Step, walk or jump, top of mat. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, straight back. And on your exhale, gently fold. Coming into Utkatasana, so chair pose. We want to bring our feet to touch now, toes touching sides, sit between the heels. If you look down, you want to see your toes over your knees. So imagine sitting back into a chair, but then tuck the tailbone. Make sure you're not lifting the bums. Reaching your arms up, or you can bring your hands onto your hips. Inhaling. See if you can go a little bit you're working on that intention to finding that long, beautiful breath, using your breath to find strength, and quieting your mind from the outside world. Inhale, and on your exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, open into your chest, all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Bring your hands to your heart on your exhale. We're going to move into our tree, so open your right toes wide. And we're going to bring the left foot either into the inner thigh, to the calf, or the ankle, absolutely not on the knee. And then we want to keep our hip bones facing forward, but we want to move the knee back. So squeeze into that left bum cheek to open into the hips. So very similar to our warrior two pose. You can either bring your hands to heart or grow your tree. Tucking into the tailbone, lift into the chest, crown of head. And if you really want to challenge yourself today, see if you can close your eyes. Absolutely fine if you fall out. You'll notice how much more you need to engage. Keep your breath long, in for 4. And out for 4. Keep trying to close your eyes if you haven't given it a try. Beautiful, then dropping the foot down. We're going to go straight onto the other side. So absolutely fine if you're holding onto the ankle, if you have a chair, if your balance is good, you can also just hold onto your chair, trying to take the weight off. Okay, but wherever you are, we are going to move that right knee back as well as the left hip, squeezing into the glutes. Lifting up, creating space through the vertebra, lifting the arms high. Try and tuck into the tailbone. Remember, you can also have your hands hard or onto the hips, wherever feels best for you. And then again, see if you can close your eyes. Absolutely fine if you fall out. A nice way to test how calm the mind is. Your breath is long. Beautiful work, and then gently bring the hands down and the foot down. We're going to bring our hands up, inhale, and on our exhale, gently fold. Halfway lift straight back, inhale, and exhale, folding further. Step, walk or jump back into your plank, inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, drop your knees if you need to. Come through into your up dog or cobra, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Lifting into your right leg, inhale. Open hip, bend knee on your exhale. Straighten hip, straighten knee, in. Touch the nose on your out, weight forward. 3 legs, in. Touching right elbow. 3 legs, in. And on your exhale, coming forward into warrior 2, step between the hands, drop into the back heel, open into the arms. Breath in, make sure the knee is out to the side. And on your exhale, extended side. Coming back to warrior 2, inhale. Straighten front leg, reach far forward, exhale. Hand down to shin, pushing pubic bone forward. You can either take your gaze up. I prefer to let my neck down, especially if you have any neck injuries. Coming back into your warrior 2, in. Coming into your star pose, so now we're going to draw the toes in, heels out, nice and wide into the legs, squeezing into the glutes, lift nice and high. Breath in, and on your exhale, gently fold forward. onto the ankles. I'm going to turn sideways for this. Again, we don't want to round, so you don't want to tuck into the tailbone, but rather lift the sit bones up. It doesn't matter if you're really high. On your exhale, if you can, maybe starting to walk your hands back, drawing the crown of the head down towards the mat. Try and bring your weight forward onto the toes. Try and draw your belly through your thighs. Beautiful. Reverse one dive all the way up. Inhale. Back into your warrior two on your exhale. Windmill your hands down into plank. In. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga on your out. Cobra up dog. Inhale your choice. Down dog on your exhale. Now lifting into the left leg, in, open hip, bend knee on your out. Straighten hip and knee, inhale. Knee to nose, touch, exhale. 3 legs, in. To the left elbow, touch. 3 legs, in. And on your exhale, step it between your hands into your warrior two. So make sure you're on the other side now. Reaching into the arms. Okay, I'm just going to turn this way so I'm doing the other side. Breath in. A little bit deeper on your arm. Make sure you're working the knee to the side of your mat. Keep breathing. And on your exhale, moving into your extended side. Remember, the hand can be down if you like. Wherever you are, push pubic bone forward, rotate those top ribs up. Coming back into warrior two, inhale. Straighten front leg, reach far forward on your exhale. Hand down to shin, trikonasana, pubic bone forward, chest back. So you want to imagine lifting into this top hip bone by squeezing into the bottom cheek. Coming back into your warrior two, inhale. A little bit deeper on your exhale. Come through into your star, so toes in, heels out, reach up. And on your exhale, fold. Come through to a halfway lift, straight back, lift your sit bones, inhale. Exhale, fold further. Halfway lift, in. Draw your heels in, toes out, bend your knees down. You can either keep your hands down onto the mat or you can bring the hands onto the knees. So you want to try and bring your heels in line with your knees. Tucking into the tailbone, see if you can keep the bums nice and low. Make sure that you're not dropping your shoulders to your ears, but rather pulling out, creating space. If this gets a little bit intense, you can rock left to right. Perhaps you are feeling really strong, you can lift your arms up to the sky. One more full inhale here. See if you can deepen a little bit more. Nice and high to the sky, straighten your legs in. Bring your heels out again on your exhale. We're going to drop our hands to the mat and we're going to bend into our right knee. You can bring your foot out, you can sit block underneath your heel, and then you want to bring the back toes up towards the sky. If you do feel comfortable here, elbow to the inside of the knee, hands to heart. Make sure you're not dropping onto that front thigh. You want to push the body away so you're in a half squat. I'm just going to release our breath if the heart rate is going a little bit. Breathing in through your nose. A tongue out, big sigh. You can bring your hands to mat or not. Come through center, straight to the other side. Flexing into that back foot now, hands to heart, or you can keep the hands down. Absolutely fine if that back heel is lifted. Keep breathing in for 4. And out for Beautiful work. Coming back into your warrior two. Inhale. And our exhale pushes us back into our down dog. Coming forward into plank in. Nice slow chaturanga, drop your knees if you need. Elbows in, nice straight back. Come through into your up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Lifting into your right leg in. Open hip, bend knee on your out. Straighten through, inhale. Knee to nose, touch, exhale. 3 legs in to your right elbow. 3 legs in, warrior two. Reaching into your arms. So you're going to grab your block or your strap. Maybe you just want to have a look before we go into it. So we're going to move into our half moon pose. You want your foot facing forward towards your block. You can also use a chair here, whatever feels comfortable for you. So you want to create a body length, so your torso will fit between, hand onto that block, and you're going to flex into that back foot as soon as you can. Opening into the top hip, maybe lifting top hand up towards the sky, or if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can also just let it hang behind you, maybe going into a half bind. If you're working on strength today, you can also just hover the hand. Activate into the top foot again, breathe. And hold for your out. Slowly, coming back into your warrior two, inhale. Down dog, exhale. To your plank in, roll. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, chaturangas. Up dog, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Left leg rises in. Open hip, bend knee on your out. Straighten through, inhale. Left knee to nose, touch. 3 legs in. Left knee, left elbow, touch. 3 legs in. And then coming into your warrior two. So you'll be on the other side. I'm just going to turn. Again, grabbing your block if you need. I'm going to move back a little bit. I don't know if you can see me. Reaching into your arms. Again, if you're feeling your heart rate going, just breathing in through your nose. And just letting that go, big sigh. Alright, we're going to go into our Adho Chandrasana. So bringing the hand down onto a block about a torso space away from your body or your front foot. Flexing that top foot. Turn your big toe up towards the sky. Squeeze into that bum cheek. Top hand lifts high. Reaching into the fingers. Lift that top leg a little bit higher. Straighten bottom leg. See if you can lengthen through torso. If you went into a half bind on the one side, you can do so on the other. One more full inhale. One more full exhale. Slowly coming back into warrior two with a smooth transition. Beautiful, breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Roll forward into your plank, tucking tailbone. Nice slow chaturanga on your out. Up dog, inhale. Either meet us in down dog, otherwise if you want to challenge, exhale, chaturanga. Nice slow high plank. And everyone move to down dog. Bring your knees wide as mat, toes to touch behind you, moving into your child's pose. We want to drop our sit bones down onto the heels. Knees are as wide as your mat, belly down through your thighs, chest and forehead down. And just allow yourself to completely rest. Breathing in through your nose. And big sigh. This allows the body to recover faster. Flip your toes under, come back into down dog in. Step, walk or jump your feet wide to the outside of the hands. So we're moving into our squat. I'm going to face you. So your toes will move just off of your mat. If your heels are lifting, you can put blocks underneath the heels. Bring your elbows into the knees and then bring your hands to heart center to push your knees wider. So making sure that your knees and armpits are not friends. It's knees and elbows so you lengthen through your spine. Try not to collapse, but rather lift up through the crown of the head. If you'd like to move into a bind chair, you can drop the right shoulder to the knee, open the arms out. If this feels good, maybe grabbing onto the hand, you can use your strap, your belt, or your tail here as well. Take your gaze up over the top shoulder. Keep your breathing long, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center on your in, to the other side on your out. If you did the other side, otherwise stay in center, that's absolutely fine. Take your gaze over top shoulder. Find your breath. And then coming back to center, we are very gently going to straighten into the arms. We're going to lift up onto our toes. We're going to drop down onto the heels and then very slowly drop down onto the bums. Grabbing onto your knees, straighten into the arms, relax shoulders. And just a little rock onto the tailbone, onto the back of the hip bones, the upper glutes, the lower back. A nice little massage. And then here we'll take another breath in through your nose. Big sigh. And then when you're ready, one vertebrae kisses the mat at a time. Bring your knees wide and again rock left to right. If you're still panting, just sigh again. It will return your heart rate to normal. Beautiful work. Gently bring your knees into your chest, squeeze big, inhale. And sigh into Shavasana. So your feet will move as wide as your mat. Draw your shoulders in and down the back, draw your chin towards your chest. Palms to face up beside you, or you can bring your right hand onto belly, left hand onto heart. So you'll stay in your Shavasana lying down. I'm just going to do a few beautiful breaths here. Connecting again with that three-dimensional yogi breath that we did in the beginning. Try and relax into your feet, your legs. Trying to clear your mind of any outside thoughts. Breathing in, your belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts. Exhale, belly softens, ribs soften, and chest softens. Breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that breath inhaling. And exhale. Keeping that breath going, maybe even lengthening to a count of 5 or 6. Both your in and your out. We're just going to imagine the body softening into the earth, noticing how your body feels from the start of your practice. Noticing the warmth of the muscles, the length that we have created through our practice. keep trying to still your mind. So if your mind drifts out of the body, just acknowledge it and bring it back inside. Our Shavasana is our most important pose, I feel. It's time to really connect to the body and the philosophy of yoga. It's time for meditation, so time to practice quieting your mind and coming inward. We do our yoga practice to tire the body, connect the mind with breath to the body, and this allows us to find a more calm and peaceful state for meditation. Come back to your breath, in for 4. And out for 4. Make sure that your toes are relaxed, your feet flop out, the legs are relaxed, your glutes are unengaged. The whole of the upper body is relaxed, shoulders have moved away from the ears. You have a beautiful length through the back of the neck. Your fingers curl naturally if they are face up. Otherwise, if they are on the body, you notice that gentle wave of breath filling the belly and then the lungs. Maybe you notice something coming up, an emotion, a feeling. Just breathing into that. If you need to, let that go, big sigh, lion breath. This makes you feel immediately better. You're going to be here for another few minutes. Just take your time. Really focus on that long breath. I believe that your breath is one of the biggest tools that we have in yoga. A tool that not many of us tap into or even know how to work or use. Just allow the mind to fade away. Let go of your body, knowing that you are completely safe and secure in this moment, supported by your mat, your breath, your never-ending beating heart. Coming back to your breath, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. Very gently, you can start to bring your awareness back into your body, rubbing your thumbs over your fingers, little twinkle into your toes, and then reach your arms overhead, stretch, big breath in. And a big sigh, release. Inhale, stretch along the floor. And a big sigh. Gently bring your knees into your chest. A little rock from left to right.